Hi all, welcome to Online Public Speaking. This is Kojo 2010. I am Bree Brasher. I'll be your course instructor for this online session. Feel free to call me Bree. I'm excited to work with you all. It's public speaking online, which at first seems a little bit weird, but our platform is tried and true, and I think you'll actually probably enjoy it, and you'll find some utilitarian use out of it in the future as things start to shift with technology into online business meetings and things like that. So today we'll talk a little bit about our course schedule and syllabus, and I will introduce you to Zoom, which will be our online meeting platform. We do live speeches, and we'll have live office hours as well if you need to pop in and meet with me, have any questions throughout the semester. So Zoom is kind of like a group FaceTime or Skype. It's a free application and it works pretty seamlessly. So we'll have some instructions and we'll have a brief Zoom intro meeting just to make sure the technology is working well for you prior to speech one. So talking about my office is virtual. I actually live in Newcastle, Wyoming. So whenever you need to meet with me, it will be over Zoom. I am online always on Mondays and Wednesdays from 1 to 2 in the afternoon and Tuesday mornings from 9 to 10. If those times don't work with you, please send me an email and we'll make another appointment that fits into your schedule. Our course dates here are January 22nd to May 11th. And again, our course will take place all online. So, welcome to Public Speaking. This course provides an introduction to effective public speaking and offers students an opportunity to learn the fundamental principles of developing and evaluating public messages. Although this class will be taught in an online environment, students will still present their presentations in an interactive audience. The speeches in this course will be delivered using an online program called Zoom. In order to participate in this class, you will need the following. You'll need to be registered. You'll need to have internet access and strong internet access. You'll need a video recording device, and you'll need to be available on these 4 days that we have to be online. And by 4 days, I just mean a chunk of time that you will sign up for that hopefully works well for the entire semester. We do have a couple required texts. The first is called the Concise Public Speaking Handbook, and it's the larger of your two textbooks. You need this handbook because it has your public speaking assignments in there, it has your rubrics, and some other things that you're going to need. So yes, it is online, but you still need that paper copy to make sure you have all the instructions and resources and readings. There's a couple readings in there that you will need as well. Then our handbook is Speaking Out a Public Speaking the handbook is the smaller one. I call it the baby book. The workbook is the larger, and that's the one that has all your assignments and stuff I was just talking about. The Concise Public Speaking Handbook is the little baby one that has your chapter readings in there. So you will need both of those texts, and you can find them the best through the university bookstore. The workbook is actually a University of Wyoming publication, so you'll have to get that one through the workbook. All right, online speech days. So due to the online format, speeches will be delivered in an alternative format that's than typical classrooms. Students will deliver their speeches in an interactive audience of their classmates using an online meeting platform called Zoom. You guys are like, yes, I get it. We have to use Zoom, right? So we'll play around again with that application. But these are the days that you need to set aside. So Thursday, February 15th, Thursday, March 1st, Tuesday, April 3rd, and Thursday, May 3rd. And our schedule is set up on a Tuesday-Thursday basis. So just making sure you're available to check in on Tuesday, Thursday. You can do them on Monday, Wednesdays, but they're always going to be due on Tuesday, Thursday. And then these are the 4 days that we absolutely need to set aside. So in our introductory modules, you'll need to sign up for one of these groups. And I'll actually show you that here right now. So you're going to go into modules over here. That's where you'll find all of your assignments. Click on how speeches will be presented and speech sign-up times. And then you're going to follow this link here to sign up for one of the 3 groups below. Okay. So I'm going to go back into our syllabus for a second. All right, so we have group 1 beginning at 9, group 2 at 3 in the afternoon, and group 3 at 7:30. So if you notice, some of the times get longer. So speech 1 will only be online for about 30 minutes. Speech 1 is about 60 to 90 seconds. Speech 2 will be online for about 45 minutes. And up to speech 4, where we'll be online for over an hour because each individual speech can be up to 9 minutes. So you'll see how that progression builds. Speech 1 is very low stakes, getting you familiar and working up to that persuasive speech 4. And again, all these times, guys, are Mountain Standard Times. You could be anywhere in the world, but make sure that you're online at 9 if you're in Group 1 Mountain Standard Time. This does fill the COM 2 requirement here at the University of Wyoming. So a couple years ago, we switched to COM 1, COM 2, and COM 3. So COM 2, meaning it's a sophomore level course. There's a lot of work involved. It's a writing and oral communication course. So keeping that in mind, the workload is intermediate level here for public speaking. So we're going to develop and share written, oral, and digital messages through a variety of assignments that include discipline-based or interdisciplinary purposes, so informing, persuading, and reporting. You're going to find, analyze, and evaluate to document information appropriately using a variety of sources. We will use APA formats, and if you're not familiar with APA, I will help you with that. We won't need it until Speech 3. Speeches 1 and 2 are based on your own personal knowledge. So again, no worries with that at the beginning of the semester. All right. So then the syllabus just goes through our oral communication assignments, our written, our digital there. So be sure to read through the syllabus content carefully and ask any questions at our Zoom meeting. Speech dates, only with the university or medical excuse can I accommodate missed speech days. So speech days are really, really mandatory. You have to have a public to give a public speech, right? So be sure to tell me if you're in a sporting event, a club, or something with UW so that we can go ahead and work around your schedule and hopefully get you an audience to deliver your speech if you can't make those speech days. And again, a medical excuse has to be documented, a doctor's note. I know that's kind of frustrating if you're sick and can't make it online, but again, a doctor's note is required for me to reschedule speech days. No lay work is accepted also for our other assignments throughout the semester, so be sure to keep up on those things and email me right away if some extemporaneous circumstance comes up. Okay, outlines and grade sheets. You must submit a typed full sentence preparation outline prior to delivering each speech. Your outline will be returned to you with your grade and instructor's comments. You can't speak from your preparation outline, and you should prepare brief delivery notes to use when giving your speech. So be sure to submit that outline prior to speaking. So if you're in group 1, you have to submit it before 9 a.m. If you're in group 3, before 7:30 p.m. And be sure to really follow outline format and organization and things like that. That's really key to success in this course. Okay, grading. The grade earned will depend on the amount and quality of work the student chooses to do. Your final grade will be based on the percentage of total points that you earn. So our entire class as a whole is 1,022 points. And this section of the syllabus just breaks down where all of those points come from and what learning outcomes we will achieve with each. So we will have some critiques in this class. We'll do a self-critique. Zoom has a record function, so you can go back and watch your own speech, which I know is a little nerve-wracking. And then we'll also do a peer critique for each speech that we're online there. You'll have 2 exams, a midterm, and a final that's not cumulative, so everything just from the midterm to the final. Academic dishonesty, guys, this is big. It's one of the worst things that professors have to deal with and even talk about. So please just cite your own work. Stay ahead so you're not behind and tempted to steal another's work. Do your work on your own, and my rule is always, when in doubt, cite away. You will never be in trouble for citing too often. If you have any questions or concerns about academic dishonesty, make sure you're emailing me joining office hours right away. Even if you're paraphrasing or taking a little bit from somewhere else and putting it with a little bit from another source, still be sure to attribute both of those sources. That's called patchwork plagiarism. So make sure that, again, you are always attributing sources. Always, always, always. Okay, presentation etiquette. Be a courteous listener and participant. It is important to offer each other support and attention. Don't talk, read papers, sleep while your classmates are delivering their presentations. Turn off all electronic devices such as cell phones and music players before we begin viewing speeches. So guys, public speaking is a pretty nerve-wracking activity for a lot of people, and we really want to create a safe and friendly environment for each other. So just be courteous of that, courteous of others' nerves, courteous of the information that they have to share, and be sure you're paying good attention. Student disabilities. If you have a physical learning or a psychological disability and require accommodations, please let me know right away. I'm pretty familiar with working with disability support services, and I will do all I can to help you succeed in this course. Okay, here is our tentative course schedule. Now things are subject to change, but I think this will work out pretty well for us here. They're broken down by weeks, again Tuesday, Thursday. So our Zoom check-in assignments will be either Tuesday 1:23 at 7 p.m. or Thursday 1:25 at 9:30 a.m. So just pop in, say hello. It'll be a very brief meeting there. And you'll get your 5 points for signing up for your Zoom room assignment. Signing up for that speech group, like I showed you earlier in the introductory modules, is also 5 points, so be sure to do that in week 1. Then we'll work through to week 2, where you'll have some assignments due on Tuesday, January 30th, and some more on February 1st, leading up to that first introductory speaking assignment here. And I'll have some more instructions posted as we get a little bit closer to that. So just look through the syllabus, have any questions ready and prepared for me on our Zoom meeting. And I am looking forward to meeting you all. I will see you soon in Zoom. Bye-bye.